Perfect. So I was saying, we're again going for the development of Hunchat, an app that I'm building with Ernesto, a friend of mine, and what we did last stream, and that was my first stream ever, so I was not recording. I don't have any recording of it. I had no clue what I was doing, and I clearly also have no clue now, because what is happening with this? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm just gonna test the stream here. Okay, that's working. So I was saying we're going for Hunchat, and last stream we built the record button. I guess I'm gonna start with an overview of what Hunchat is, or what it will be. Well, it kind of is already, but what it will be. So let me open your other file, Hunchat, initial brainstorm. So essentially, Hunchat is a new social media that takes advantage of the wave that TikTok created. But as I'm personally not a big fan of TikTok, and I've realized with a bit of time that the reason I'm not a big fan of TikTok, it's because it doesn't have any meaningful comment. Oh, Narcy Pig. Michael Lucas. It's because it doesn't have any meaningful content that I can actually enjoy or that I can learn from. So when Twitter released this new feature, Fleets, which are essentially videos inside of Twitter, but they work as the same as Instagram stories for whatever reason. Everyone needs to have stories now. So I just started rambling about like how good of a feature could that be if you could just make longer videos, incorporate them in threads, and then other people could reply with threads and all of that. And then Ernesto replied to my videos and was like, yeah, this is actually a great idea. So we just opened the Figma file. I just opened the Figma file and just started throwing things here, and they started throwing here as well. And we eventually reached what we have now called Hunchat. So Hunchat is essentially a Twitter version of video, and I'll explain. So our structure is the same as Twitter. So everything's organized in threads and public threads, and in a way that you can just jump in threads. You can see, for example, here. Imagine someone posts a video, and then 3 people reply, and then you can work your way down and have like a conversation between 2 people here. And this is exactly the same as Twitter, but we're going to do it in a video first approach. So our UI is kind of similar. Well, our UI is not similar. Our philosophy in the UI is similar, meaning full screen video, and meaning that you can swipe through videos to see them. But then we also have another main feature. Actually, we have 2, but one of them is regarding monetization. We're not sure, so I'm not going to talk about that. It's probably going to be on the landing page that I'm developing. Let's see. And that feature is that we are going to divide the content into spaces. So for example, we have this. So this is in Portuguese, okay? This is just a mixture of Portuguese and English, and some Spanish, I think, because Ernesto speaks Spanish. So in the same account, you're gonna have different spaces, and what those spaces are, they're essentially places for you to talk about different things. And what does this mean in practice? The idea behind it was that, for example, on my Twitter account, I have followers that follow me because of like my professional design work. I have followers that follow me just because they know me from high school, and I have, for example, some people from my family. And those are 3 different types of followers, like really different types of people, really different types of followers, and they want to see different content, and that's normal. And I want to post about all those different types of content. But for example, if I only post to the Portuguese people, I'll get unfollows from the design ones. That's just something that happens and that I've seen happening in my account, and many people, of course. So we decided to design around this idea that people have many layers, which is obviously true. People have many layers, and you want to be able to express all of those layers, because that's just who you are. You're many layers. So we developed this approach where on your profile, every time you're going to post something, every time you post, you add a tag to it. And that tag essentially means that you're adding it to a list. For example, Twitter has lists, but they don't work really well and not many people use them. We're gonna make them good, actually. So just delete this for now. And imagine that in my profile, I have the tags for design, sports, coding, and bakery. Let's just assume that those are my tags. So whenever I post about bakery, I record a video about bakery and I post it, I'm gonna add the tag bakery. And it is gonna go automatically into my list of bakery things. And then when people follow me, imagine that you see my bakery content on the Explore page and you wanna follow me because of my bakery content. You don't wanna see me talk about design or sports because that's not what interests you. So you can just follow my bakery tag. And that's what's gonna appear on your things. It's just the content that I produce about bakery. And that serves three purposes really. First of all, I can post whatever I want and I'll not bother my followers because they can just follow the type of content that they want, which is really good, obviously. Second of all, it's not gonna bother you. So when you're following someone, you don't have to worry about their other types of content because you're not gonna see it. And I forgot about the third one. Okay, well, what was the third one? So you can post whatever you want, you can follow only what you want. Okay, whatever, let's just skip the two for now. I know I had a third one, but apparently I just forgot about it. And these are the topics, and then everything is going to be inside of those topics. So for example, when you go to the Explore page, this is, by the way, all of this design, so it's like this bar, it's all like temporary, or at least it's going to be on the first MVP, but probably not later, I don't know. And when your feed is going to be based on topics, okay? So there's not going to be a general feed because that doesn't serve any purpose. You want to publish things, you want to go to a social media and see things that you want to see. So for example, I want to see about design, I'm going to see the design list. I want to go see about sports, I want to see videos related to sports, I'm going to go to the sports list. We want to remove the whole dumbness of just scrolling down and seeing whatever appears, which is fun sometimes, yes. For example, I enjoy that on Twitter, but we want to cut it off here. So you're going to organize those lists, and for example, let's create a new user here. Yeah, this is Jared, and this is going to be, let's just say this is, yeah, this image doesn't really fit here, but it's just gonna stay here for now. Send to back. Okay. This is gonna be, oh, I don't have this font. Yeah, I have a massive font problem on my computer. This is gonna be Pauline. Whatever. So let's imagine that Pauline follows Jared, but she only wants to see about his design content, okay? I'm blocking it with the camera. Pauline only wants to see the design content. Oh, I remember the third thing now. I'm gonna talk about it later. Pauline only wants to see about the design content coming from Jared, so she's only gonna follow the design tag. And then she's gonna add that tag to a list of hers. So let's imagine that Pauline, on the other hand, has lists for design, and then she's also into videos. Oh, this is becoming bold because of my fonts problem. Let's just fix that right away. Yeah, one of the reasons I hate Windows, it's because I don't hate Windows, okay, I shouldn't say that. But I despise Windows sometimes, it's because of the font problems. Okay, so let's imagine that Jared has a tags design, sports, coding, and bakery, but then Pauline posts about design, videos, let's just say tech, and music. So Pauline is gonna add design content from Jared inside of her design tag. But then imagine that Pauline has a tag that is about design, but she doesn't actually says that she doesn't actually call it design. She calls it graphic design. So if she calls it graphic design, how are these two gonna match, you might ask? Because they have different names, right? But that's fine, because inside of her list, she can just add design from Jared. If she wants, she can even add the sports tag from Jared inside of her design list, because she's the owner of this list, okay? And she could put whatever she wants inside. It's just a way to better organize your feeds and to create different feeds for different things. And as I was saying, I remember the third advantage of this method, and it's something that we really want to test. And that is, on social media, there comes a point where you are right, and you are just right because you have that many followers. If you have 10,000 followers on Twitter and you're arguing with people who have 500, you're always going to be right, and that sucks, because what should matter is the message that you're spreading, not the amount of followers you have. That doesn't make any sense. So what we're testing here is kind of canceling influencer culture. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do that by not showing anyone how many followers you have. So we're still discussing if you are going to be able to see your own follower count. That's something we're still discussing about. We don't know if we're going to make it or not. But you will never be able to see how many followers other people have. Okay? So, and first of all, no one's going to have any followers, because people follow lists. Tags, I mean. People follow tags. They don't follow the actual person. You can never follow Jared. You can follow Jared tag design. That's what you can follow. You'll never follow Jared. The closest thing you get from following Jared is following Jared all. That's following all of his lists. But you'll never actually follow the person. And this just ensures that we have no influencer culture. No one is right just because they're right and just because they have followers. People actually have to spread a message that is true and that other people resonate with to like be considered of being right. And that's what we think makes sense for the development of the discussion. So now I want to actually get into some design. And I didn't really plan anything for now. So I guess I'm just gonna show this first. So this is like just a really lo-fi version of the main basic functions of the app. So list of videos is essentially one of the feeds. Choosing your lists. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna leave this way. And then you have the explore page, and you have the single video page and the recording video. And then in each of the videos there are gonna be, I'm sorry if you came for design, because this is mostly gonna be me explaining what Hunchat is, since I didn't do it in the last stream, and I should have done it. So in every video there's actions you can do, and this is the structure of the app, or at least the basic structure of it. And one thing that we find difficult to make is the thread view. So remember this graphic that I showed? Here. So imagine that this video appears in your conversation. This one. Okay, it's inside of this whole thread. But this is what appears in your feed, so you have no clue that this actually has a continuum. And so what we are trying to develop is a screen that enables you to locate the conversation into the global frame of it. So for example, you see this video and you want to see where it came from, which was from here in this case, and you want to see where it ends, here. You want to see this whole progression. So we want to develop some kind of screen that just tells you where you are, and we tested with this, like something that just tells you your path. And we also thought about something like this. And now we're getting to the point where this is what we're going for. One of these, probably this one, where you can just see where you are, and then you can just swipe through the conversation and see how many videos you have in front of it and how many videos there are in the back. And you can just follow the conversation that way. And there's also another interesting thing is that the conversation will follow by itself, meaning that when you're watching a video, this is the screen of watching a video. So you have a full screen video with, at least for now, we're gonna put no time limitation. Okay, so we have no time limitation to make sure that people can actually express what they're feeling, can actually teach something, can like make a decent video essentially. Because the problem with TikTok is that in 10 or 13 seconds or whatever, you have no time to tell a story. Or, I mean, some people have, but you don't have time to tell a meaningful story with detailed information. And we want to make this informational videos. We want you to learn from the videos. So we want them to be good, obviously. And to make them good, we cannot put time constraints, or at least too short of time constraints. We might in the future put like a 5-minute thing or 10, or I don't know, that will only come with testing. And on the screen you have these things. So you have a description, you always have linked resources. It's really important to have linked resources, and you will even be able to have multiple of them, just because in interesting conversations, a thing that comes across very easily is like you're talking to someone and then you reference a book. But then online it's hard to do that, not so much on Twitter, but for example on Instagram it's really hard. You cannot put links anywhere. And we want to make it possible. So imagine that in your video you reference an essay, a book, a video, and an app. You can leave links to all of them. And this is good. You should leave links to things so that people can explore on their own. And then you have how many people replied. And I'm not sure if you got it by now, probably did, but all of the replies are going to be in video form. You can never post something just with text. You always have to post a video. You have the amount of likes. We also want to experiment with the likes a little, like changing the likes for something else or removing the likes or something like that. But that's just an idea that's on the back of our minds. And we have the shares. This is going to be shares to outside of the app, and also something that relates closer to a retweet. So just publishing another person's video on your own profile. And then you have the top answer. This is the interesting part and the thing that I was talking about, that the conversation will flow by itself. And how this works is, so you're watching a video and then you have a top answer right after. So going back to here, imagine you're seeing this video, and then if you do nothing, the app is gonna choose by itself and choose this video, and then it's gonna play this video, then this one. And we're thinking about how it works. And what we have now is that you're watching this video, the time runs out. So this is like just a timer to tell you how long it will take for the video to be over. Okay? So that people actually know how long the video is, or at least have some notion of it, how long it will take before it finishes. And then what's gonna happen is this video will just become full screen. So as the time runs out, this video occupies the screen, and you're now watching this video with another top answer. Okay? So the conversation just flows, and you can just listen to the conversation and see it without much effort. And that's something that we want to do to make conversations easier. And it is important because, I mean, social media is all about communicating. And what's the best way of communicating? Being in front of each other, actually talking. That's the best way of communicating. What's the closest to it that we can get now? Video calls. Video calls have one problem, which is they require that everyone is there at the same time. And they also require that everyone's awake, everyone's engaging at the same time, and there's usually no recordings for after. So this is the closest you can get to a synchronous conversation. This is the closest you can get to a regular conversation, but synchronously. So this whole app is going to be people talking to each other, essentially, through video and voice, just talking. And they're going to be saved for later, they're going to be publicly available or privately. We're also going to test like private groups, maybe later. We have way too many features to test now. We just want to get this thing released. And also the videos are not going to be edited. So let me show you. What we're thinking for videos is, this is a screen recording. This is what shows when you're recording. Let me just pull it away because it's just better. So when you're recording a video, you only have 4 options. Like, forget about this for now, I'll explain it later. So you open your app and you want to record and post a video. First of all, you cannot upload existing videos. So if you recorded earlier, just can't post it. Sorry. That just makes it impossible for someone to export something, edit, and then bring it in again. We want to cut all of that off. We want to make this like a real conversation. Just grab your phone, put it in front of you, film something, or just put it on a tripod, do something. But it has to be genuine and on a time. And because people are mostly going to be filming themselves, you have a timer option, which is always handy. You have a grid option just to make things centered for, I guess, like photographers like me will care about that because things should be in place. You have flash because flash is handy, and you can switch the cameras just like you do on Snapchat. My biggest inspiration for building this screen was actually Snapchat. I even have it here. This is the Snapchat one compared to this one. As you can see, like we have not a lot of features compared to them, and that's by design. And we're also removing the bottom nav bar because when you're recording, you're recording. If you want to go back, just click here. We don't want to overpopulate the screen. So it's just going to be videos on videos, people replying to videos, and pure videos. So I guess let's just get to design something. One thing I wanted to work on is this nav bar. I don't like how the nav bar is now, so I'm gonna start by redesigning that. I'm actually just seeing like I'm looking at chat here. There are 5 viewers now, and there are 7 viewers and 8 viewers. Wow, 4. Thank you. I don't know who you are. I probably do actually, but but thank you. So let's start redesigning the nav bar. And one thing I'm gonna do is I've tested several ones. I guess I'll just ride you through the process here. We started with this one, like big chunky button and 2 side buttons. One to go to the Explore page and one to go to your lists. So to see the amount of lists you have. And then that kind of evolved. We're now using this orange. Does it have a good explanation? Not really. It looks good. It's orange. It catches your attention. We like it. That's pretty much all the scientific explanation there is for now. And it started evolving. So I've tried this version of it, this, and also this one. And this is the closest to where we are now. But I'm not yet satisfied with it. So we got this version. I actually maybe like this one more than anything else. And I guess let's just start working on it. Explore. So I want just the main CDA to be a record. And by the way, these icons are not gonna stay like this in the actual released version, because I'm gonna change some icons at least, and most of them almost for sure. So this would be an active icon, and this would be one that is not active. So now we're on the Explore page, so that's why this is orange. It's because it's just an active icon. And I'm actually just gonna open the Figma app here on my phone, and because whenever you're like building an app and prototyping, it's always just way easier to sit on your phone, because then you actually have a sense of scale. And I'm gonna try to show it to the camera, but it's not exactly easy. Yeah. So I'm just now seeing the app on my phone. And it's just easier because of scale. Really, I can just compare it to the size of my thumbs. Actually, I can test the buttons. I can do all sorts of things, which are handy. Now this button. First of all, I don't like how the white border turned out, so let's just get rid of that. White border gone. Also, I should be testing on an iPhone 11 because that's the size of screen I'm building for. But let's just skip that for now. And I like this approach more because also, if you don't know, this is the area of the screen that is easier to reach with your thumb. Because the thing is, when you're using your phone, most people use it with the right hand, right? So you're using your phone with the right hand, and your thumb just naturally comes to this place. That's just the easiest place to click. Okay, so main button should be either here, or like along this zone. But of course I'm not gonna have a button here. So here is just the logical place for a button that I actually want to be pressed a lot. Because we always want to incentivize people to publish. That's the whole thing here. It will also relate to the monetization system that we are thinking about developing. But for now, what we really want to do is incentivize people to actually publish instead of just like mindless consumption and just consuming things. We want people to publish and participate in the conversations. That's why this button's so big. And for example, on Instagram, the add new thing button is on the top, almost hidden, because they don't care about you publishing that much. They want you to consume. They want you to eat the ads. And that's also something I didn't say about Hunchat. We're thinking about having no ads and functioning on a subscription base. So you pay a subscription to have the app, with no ads, no whatsoever. And then people will earn money from it. Again, I'm not gonna get too much into the monetization thing because nothing is clear at this point. So I should just shut the F up. Okay, let's put the button back on its place. This comes here. I should just deactivate all the notifications on my phone while I'm streaming. Make this a little bit bigger. Also, if anyone knows like a better place, or if there is any actually, a better place to stream for Twitch, to stream than Twitch to stream design content, I'll want to listen. Because I'm streaming on Twitch essentially because I don't know of a better place. And Twitch is cool. I had never actually used it a lot, but I'm liking it. So, but I know this Twitch is mainly for gaming. So I'm not expecting a lot of people to come and watch it here. So knowing of a second place to stream it that is more guided towards design or educational content. Not educational, I'm not trying to teach anyone here. But yeah, I need a place to stream design content. This is probably just way too big. Again, I should like set up some kind of camera. Let me try to do this. What if I do this? And then focus at my work. Yeah, I don't know, probably not worth it. Just gonna put it back. Yeah, you can see it. But yeah, again, it's really important that you see things on the actual screen that they will be displayed on. It just helps a lot with the thinking, it helps a lot with the doing. I actually like the button bigger as it is now. And also if you're seeing and you have a Twitch account, just write it in chat which ones you like the most. let's just keep on developing this one. And one thing I haven't said on this stream, but you've probably noticed by now, is that while I'm designing, I just make a lot of digital noise, digital trash, if you will, because I think iteration is the way to go. So I just design 50 of the same screen, and I know that eventually I'll get to a place that I'm actually kind of satisfied with. Okay, this music is way too aggressive for now. I wanted to integrate on the stream something that says what music is playing, like some Spotify widget or something. I haven't yet found it. I didn't really look much, so not blaming internet for that. Also, everything here is made on an 8-pixel grid, as all things should. Oh, Renest. I also prefer the bottom tabs with the orange button on the left. Okay. Then this thing. Okay, let's just try working with them on the left. Thank you. I use a cutout form for my actually Spotify OBS. I'm not using OBS, I'm using Streamlabs. So I think it's OBS still, it's Streamlabs OBS. But yeah. Okay, oh, you can actually do that. Okay, and then what if you move the thing around? If you move the window around? Because I suck at this, so I'm always moving windows around. Okay, well that's a good tip. Maybe I should just do that. Okay, as I was saying, this is all built on an 8-pixel grid. But like these designs that I'm doing now, I'm not counting pixels now, because I'm just like laying things around and see how it looks. I'm gonna focus on those details later. Otherwise I'm just gonna get lost into details. And it's capturing a portion of the window separated to its position on the screen, I think. Okay, I'll have to test that later. Or actually, let me just try to do that now. Browser source, image slideshow, display capture, game capture, media, window capture, add source. Nah. Okay, I'll do that later, whatever. Shouldn't be doing it now anyway. But thank you for the tip. So this goes down. It aligns with this. The problem with this button is that it looks way too stretched, because for example I added here somewhere, like if I do it like this is just ugly. Let's just move on. This occupies way too much space on the screen, because like the screen is up to here, so it's this whole space, just too much. I can, like, it looks good on this phone because it's on the iPhone size. Oh yeah, thankfully I wrote this here. And like the videos are gonna be playing in the back but without sound, and if you just tap an old one, you can... I'm saying these things but I haven't talked to Ernesto about this, so I don't know if it's possible or how hard it is to make. But just an idea I had. If you hold on a video you can see it with sound, like a preview essentially. But talking about the buttons, what I was saying is that we have three things on the bottom and 2 things on top, which is these 2 squares. So they're not easy to align, and the easiest way I found to align them in a way that makes sense was here, the middle one. But like pretty much everyone I asked just says, yeah, that's possible. Hold an active sound. Nice. Feature request to stream. This is the efficient way, the meetings but efficient. This is the easiest way to just align three things with 2 blocks, with this button being bigger. But pretty much everyone I asked said that it doesn't look good. It kind of looks good to me, so it's weird. But if most people don't like it, that's not my opinion that matters here. So I'm trying to go for some form of this. But like, this is way too stretched. This is just not good. I think it's gonna be like something in between. Something in between should work. And then the thing is, if I make this button smaller, it just doesn't fit with the rest of the grid, which sucks. Okay, this. I should buy an iPhone just for app development, or app design, I should say. Because like on my, it is okay for this screen, but then if because my phone is not as tall as an iPhone, so the buttons just cut off right there in the middle. It's almost as if the screen only starts here, and it sucks. So like to actually see what this looks like on my phone, I have to do this. Like this white line is where the screen of my phone starts. I have a Pocophone F1, by the way. So, nah. I'm just gonna keep it here for now because that's just more handy to me. Yeah, sorry for your OCD, but that's how we roll. Okay. I should do a thing where we do like music requests. Request a music and I'll play it on Spotify. If it's a bad music, it's gonna be your first and only one. Okay, this starts to look better. I'm actually gonna zoom in. This is like the worst way to show a phone screen possible. Where is it? SparkoCam. It's the software I use to hook up my DSLR to this. Okay, actual zoom. Oh, is it focused? Okay, yeah, so this is what this button looks on the phone. And I don't think it's bad. Let me zoom out a little, because if you're using it, like, I think it kind of makes sense. I'm gonna try other variations for sure, but I think it's in the right way, or on the right path, I should say. Let's just put it down for. Now I'm gonna keep it here just for testing. It's just easier for me. And let's continue with this. And the way I organize this like ascending fall of things is, for example, I work on this idea and then I'm happy with something. So I was happy with this. So it goes down like to another level of detail. Then I just iterate on it, I'm happy with this. Okay, keep on doing it. And then from here to here, I don't actually know what changed. I don't know. Then I'm happy with this. I change it, I put it down, and I start changing it again. That's how I try to at least try to organize some of my work. Okay, no, skipping song. By the way, if the music is too loud or too low or whatever, just tell me, please. I'm gonna try and make the whole thing bigger, because it's smaller, I mean, because it's occupying a little too much space on the screen for my taste. But then I should... what other apps do I have here? Okay, I have this one. This will do. Instagram, I like to just compare. Yeah, I like to compare sizes. Care for copyright music if you're keeping the recordings. Wait, I didn't remember that. And I was also thinking about uploading this to YouTube. That will not work. Good thinking. What the F should I do? Because like I don't have enough copyright free music to... Yeah, lo-fi radio. Okay, I'm in. Let's do it. This is gonna get copyrighted anyway. Like as soon as I touch YouTube. Lo-fi radio, here we go. I really like the Japanese one. Oh, way too loud. Okay, this is an Asian stream from now on. If this video gets copyrighted, not even gonna be mad. I'll send you a couple of copyright-free playlists on Spotify as well. Thank you! Thank you. Yeah, but I didn't think of copyright. Like, I've published videos on YouTube before, and I always think of that and find copyright-free music, but now it's just like, yeah, it's a stream. That's not how it works. Just lowering the music here. Okay, so I was making all of this smaller just to make it more of the standard comfortable size of Instagram. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's pretty close. I'm not gonna make these icons smaller. What I need to do is just adjust this big one. I'm just gonna copy the whole thing. And adjust it to this size. I mean, it's not that big compared to Instagram, actually. I thought it would be way bigger. Let's try this then. Yeah, it used to be like that 6 months ago. Oh, really? But now channels get taken down all the time for accidentally playing copyright. Yeah, I mean, copyright is, especially in music in this day and age, is just a big mess. Because like, what are you supposed to do? I know that you should pay for things, because yeah, you should. I want you to pay for my designs, I want you to pay for the things I do, but yeah, go police, go copyright shit. Honestly, technology is always ahead of laws, but like, laws are really behind on that matter. Like, really behind. It's almost surprising how far behind they are. Because like, if laws are behind on drones, yeah, it's not that much of an issue. But if laws are behind on things that people are doing literally every day for thousands of hours, not one person for thousands of hours a day, yeah, the genius among you might know that the day has 24 hours. Yeah, the laws should just be updated, for fuck's sake. Like, why does everything have to be slow? Why does everything have to involve bureaucracy? I fucking hate bureaucracy. Life goal is just not deal with bureaucracy. And WhatsApp groups. It's the things I hate the most. I don't think it's an issue. I think they should streamline it. Like, if I can get a professional Spotify subscription allowing me to play music on stream, life would be nice. Yeah, but that's the kind of law that is not, like, that thing is not possible because of laws. That's it. Because if some company makes it, they have to apply the law, and the amount of music they're gonna put into it is gonna be super limited, because artists just make a shit ton of money from just, You want to use my music in a commercial? Here's $10,000. And of course, small channels cannot do that. Okay, this one looks way better than the other one. I'm just gonna do the zoom thing again. If I get a text message or something, just ignore it. Oh, this camera is really crooked. Yeah, not good at all. Whatever. Let's proceed. Instead of on the artists, it's just the labels. Some artists have their channels taken down, even though they're playing their own music. Yeah, I've heard of those stories. I mean, labels in a way are like the guys that just fill patents just to sue people later. That's fucked up. You shouldn't just be able to make money from suing people. So I was showing the button. So this is what the button looks like now, and this was the bigger version before. It doesn't look like much of a difference, but actually holding the phone, it does. Yeah, and but like this, it's too small, it's too thin, too hard to press, in my opinion, at least. Like, I just don't find it comfortable to have this small of a button. But maybe it's also the size of the icon that's bothering me. I'm just gonna try different things. So let's try the same thing, but make the icon smaller. Let's just make it this color for now. And do it the same size as the other ones. White. It doesn't look... Okay, on the phone it looks better, so the icon needs to be smaller. That's a takeaway. The icon needs to be smaller. The plus on the icon feels off. Yeah, this icon's gonna be removed for sure. It's just something I made. Like maybe it's better to close the corner of the camera. Yeah, I don't know. I was using icons from Material Design, so this library, and then I needed 2 different record buttons, and they didn't have, so I just made my own in 1 second. But yeah, let's just try a new icon, shall we? Assets, record. Record. No, that's not what I want. Maybe video. Yeah, video cam. But also, I don't like this icon a lot. I'm probably gonna use another icon pack in the future. But let's just use this one for now. I'm just gonna switch it, because the thing is, we're gonna need to have two different record icons. One for here to create a new video. It looks like an old Canon M. True. I have one here. Wait, give me a second. Jar. Wyjął that away. And I broke a mug. I'll fix that later. Whatever. The Canon at 28, I think. Yeah, Canon at 28. Here it is. But I can see what you mean. The side. Yeah, this was tangled on a mug. It no longer is. Okay. So I was saying we need two types of recording buttons, just because you're gonna have this one, which is essentially create a new video, and then you're gonna have hit one here, which is gonna be reply to video. So this one puts your video in a thread, the other one creates a new video. What do you mean cannon? Oh, a cannon. A cannon. I broke a mug for nothing. That's what you're saying. I just broke a mug for nothing. But no, it does look like a cannonette. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm just mad because I broke it for nothing. Let's just do this. Yeah, it's a cannon. And it's going. Let's just edit this one a little bit. First of all, detach instance. Command Alt B. No. Command Shift. I only know it on Mac. I know it's something Option B, whatever. Right click. Detach. Oh, that's why. Okay. Command Shift B. Delete. Command Alt B. Yeah, that's it. Command Alt B. Then Command Shift B. Delete this, and then let's just round the corners a bit. 3. Whoop. Nope. Let's just do this one, or all of them actually. Let's try it. 1. And it looks bad. Because I'm just gonna one. No, it looks like a trumpet now. Okay, it says like this for now. Wait, no, these should be... I don't know what's wrong with these Google icons. I don't like most of them. So this goes here. This goes here. It's way too wide. Okay, it already looks better. Let's just keep it that way for now. And change the icon. Here we go. So icon comes here. It's also I'm also gonna be able to make it look bigger, just because it doesn't have all of this empty space. So that might be good. That's a problem to worry when I have the actual final icon, which is not this one at all. And now the corners need to be rounded more. Let's just say 4. Yeah, this looks good. Then here, let's put it at 1. Yeah, it stays like this for now, whatever. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, straight away the icon does look better. It still looks way too small on the phone. So the button needs to be bigger. But the problem with putting the button bigger is that then I lose, like, if I make the button bigger, which is what I was doing here, there's not enough space here, and to create enough space I have to make the bar like extremely big, which sucks. So let's just try to make it the other way. like at this point, I'm almost doing the thing that I was doing right in the beginning. This maybe was perfect all along, which it wasn't. Okay, so the button kind of looks better on the phone. Why is there 2 search icons? Oh, so this is navigation, and as I said, the icons are not going to be these ones, but this is the icon that you click on when you go to the explore page, okay? And this is the one just to type something and explore it. So when you're in your profile, not in your profile, but on the main thing, you're always going to be the button to go to different places. Just navigation. One to explore, one to view your own lists, which is this one that I still haven't developed. But it's going to be a variation of this screen. It's going to be a variation of this. Just like our base. Let's just put this at 0 for now. The problem with putting things at 0 here is that it just doesn't fit with the rest of the aesthetic because everything is rounded corners. So it just doesn't work. Let's try and do something in between these two. So like this, but actually okay, the button still looks way too small, I don't know. But maybe it's just me. Okay, let's zoom in technique again. Let's go. Whoa. Focus, 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 focus. Yeah. Maybe it's not too small now. I think it looks kind of dope. But something is off. Something feels off. I just know that something feels off. So if something feels off, we iterate. That's what we do here. And I've also tried a variation where there's no nav bar, instead there's like a floating thing, just this. And it didn't work really well, but I want to try a different. This is going places. I want to try a different version of this. So delete this one. Oh. Control-Shift-G, ungroup, delete this one, and then do a copy of this, but make it white. Make it white. Then send these two to the front. Yeah, by the way, the layers are not named now. Don't freak out, design people, please. It's fine. I'm gonna build the actual design system later. Just testing shit. Maybe, just maybe something like this could work. Not too sure. Yeah, and I know that you're seeing like way up, but on my phone it isn't. On my phone it looks like these two things are like here. Okay, and I'm just going by my phone now because, as I said before, it's just easier to analyze it. So yeah, gonna try to make this rectangular. What if these were just one button? Also, now that I'm thinking, what if there's no nav bar of this kind? What if I can find a way so that the nav bar is just this? Because that would be perfect. Like, if I could choose, this is what the nav bar would be. Just a button to create a new video. That's it. What language are you using on the app? Hi, Mr. Nave or Meister Nave. Hey yo, thank you for joining the club. Thank you. I'm not the one building it or actually coding it. Ernesto is, and is building it on React. If you wanna ask more questions about that, I'm pretty sure it's on the chat right now, so you can just ask there. Yeah, but I was thinking, what if there's no need for a nav bar? Because we don't want the nav bar by itself. What we want is the ability to just travel through the app. What if I find a better way to do it? That would have to like relate with the header. Because also remember, I don't want to have a lot of swipe animations, because we already have a lot of those, so I cannot create new ones for navigation. Simply because in every video, like every time that you see a screen like this, which is essentially when you're just watching a video and actually enjoying the content, you're gonna have all of these animations possible. So you can click on the things and you can swipe left. Yeah, swipe left to see the thread, to see where that video places within the conversation, because this is all organized in conversations. That's what matters, conversations. Or you can swipe right to just exit the video. Can be a button with a drop down. That's an idea, but that requires 2 clicks. So I want to avoid the number of clicks, or make as few clicks as possible. So I'm gonna avoid drop downs because of that reason. But thank you. So as I was explaining, you have swipe right to exit the video, so you just leave it. You have swipe left to see where it is in the thread. You can wait to see the next video, as I said, the one that expands into the screen. Or you can just swipe up to go from the video on the list to the next video. So this was all to justify not having other swipe reactions. But yeah, what if we ditch the navbar along? What if everything is here? Is that a stupid idea? Let's try it. Because again, I'm a big believer in this. The only way to know if things are stupid or not, or if they work, is to actually try them. So a lot of these screens might seem completely dumb, and I guess some of them are, but they're dumb because I'm progressing into something, and that's really all that matters to me. Yeah, what if we make it like this? I mean, I guess it would be a problem, because when you have, because this now says explore, but it might be bigger things. Okay, so you have all the menu there, and it looks bad. And also, like, as I said, it looks now good because it's explore, but imagine when you're in a list, and when you're in a list, the screen is gonna look like this when you're browsing lists. Wait, we don't actually need... yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Ernesto and know his opinion about this, but if we always have this on top, we don't actually need this icon, because this icon is for you to select the different lists, but if you can just swipe through the lists, there's no need for a button, so this could just be gone. which would be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. Go crazy. Okay, let's remove it for now. So that icon doesn't exist. I still have to fix the issue of, like, it says explore here. Because then what might it say? It might say again, the font issue. I hate this. Okay, it might say explore. It might also say your lists, so that fits. And if it says your lists, then I guess, oh, my phone is running out of battery. I should just lock the screen and just check every once in a while if it looks good. What I'm thinking is what's going to be written here, because if the topics are here, okay, so this might work. This might work. Let's just change it to explore again for now, because we're on explore. Explore. Oh, again, I want to make the navigation as easy as possible and with as few buttons as possible. But then also what I'm thinking is we might have to cap the characters of your lists. Because imagine if I want to create a list that's this. This will just occupy the whole screen and fuck up everything. So I'm guessing we have to make some sort of limitation for the amount of characters you can put into a list name. Also, should there be list descriptions? I'm just saying, like, the more I just look into these things, the more I just find new things I want to do. There might be space for some we could do like Twitter and show 3 dots if it doesn't fit. True, but then what's the purpose of the 3 dots? Most of the time the username is cut it in tweets. That's true. Especially now, because there's a trend of like putting, for example, my Twitter handle is joseg.pt. joseg.pt is reading books or something, and that obviously doesn't fit. So that might be an idea. I'm also just considering now list descriptions. So imagine you visit a profile, and then you're viewing the profile of this person. I think I can delete this. Okay, no. Let's just do it like this. Okay, let's pretend I'm viewing Jared's profile, and I'm gonna play this here to you. Load. Yeah, so the thing is, it is cut by here. Okay, so what you'd actually see is just here. This is the bottom of the phone, and then you can just scroll down. And we want to do one of those like locked swipes, so you don't scroll down. Whenever you do this, it just goes to the bottom. But what I'm imagining is list descriptions. So it might be handy for you to actually keep track of your lists, and when you go to someone's profile, imagine we are on the design list now. Like, design is pretty self-explanatory. So let's change it to something else more ambiguous. I'm guessing. Oh, music is a good example for this. So let's say we go to Jared's profile and he has a tag music, but then you don't actually know what kind of music he likes. You will never know the kind of things he says about music. So I hate this font thing, I need to fix it ASAP. So if you look at it like this, there's no way for you to know what kind of music he's into, what he actually talks about music. So we could have some kind of description. So like this, but black. Again, font problems. I just need to re-download the font because this is way too bold, but then the other one is way too slim. Okay, and then you can write like a list about EDM. List about EDM, electronic music critics, and reviews of live shows. I love Katy Perry. Now let's just say occasionally talk about folk. Yeah, so this would give you a better view of what this list actually is. Maybe it should be centered as everything else is centered. It's kind of a cool concept because instead of having to watch a shit ton of videos to figure out what the person is into, you can actually just read it. Oh, I forgot emojis. People put emojis on everything. Let's just... emoji. Sorry. I swear it's not Corona. I've been locked inside for way too long for that to happen. Yeah, I like this concept. Let's just test it on the phone. Give me a second. Oh, it's laggy AF. Wait, for some reason it is not showing up. Like, what is happening? It's just not showing up on my phone. Like, the description is not there. And if I move things around, they don't move. So... is it looking for another frame? Oh, okay, it works now. Okay, so zoom in technique again. I'm actually glad that I have a zoom lens and a DSLR now. It just makes this easier. Focus. Okay, this is Jared's profile, and what you'll do is you'll just swipe down and it'll swipe up like automatically, and then you have the profile, and you're gonna have the list that you can swipe through. Oh, my webcam did my camera. You'll have the list you can swipe through, and there's gonna be the button here. I'm just gonna quickly add it. Where is it? Button. Control C. Control V. Let's... okay. Nope. Higher. Okay. Yeah. So see, of course the button wouldn't stay there. Like, it will not stay here, obviously, just for demonstration purposes. Imagine this. And then the button is there, you can talk to him, and you can just keep swiping through his videos. I don't have a lot of them now because searching these kinds of images sucks. and you're gonna have a small description of what the list is about. This is cool. Okay, we're actually making a lot of progress today. We've been going for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Let's keep on going. Just got an email from university. It's probably just a long ass email with not a lot of information, because that's what they usually do. Okay, so this button, I'm just gonna keep it here now. Again, demonstration purposes. And we were working on this. I'm just gonna remove this whole thing out of here. Oh, okay, did not work as expected. Because this is already occupying way too much space there. Yeah, my organization is incredible, I know it. Thank you. By the way, this is not doing anything anymore. Let's just delete it. And we were here experimenting with not having a lists button. I think it might be a cool idea. Because again, for example, on TikTok, you cannot even browse lists. It's just you open a video and that's what you get. You open the video, you have no option to choose from videos. Like, you have no option to see other content. Here, I want you to be able to swipe through the videos. I want you to be able to actually pick a video to play, because that's important. On platforms like Reels and TikTok, you can't just pick a video. I want you to be able to do this here. And that's why it is important that I have a screen where you can actually swipe through your list. And that's why I'm doing this. So let's just explore, and then you would have all of this, and then I just have to oh, the lo-fi music stopped. It's happening. Okay, it's back. If I don't get copyrighted on this video on YouTube, at least I'm gonna be super surprised. I actually have some vlogs that I recorded while being on 42 school that I should edit and publish. They're way too delayed. But yeah, I don't know. I've just not been feeling like editing them. And also I've been doing other things like this, which is cool. Okay, so imagine that this is the explore page, and then this is the lists. So like your lists. By the way, from a user standpoint, I've seen this discussion online a ton. People argue about it a lot. What should be written here? Your lists or my lists? This is something I don't know the answer to. Because from a user perspective, if I'm using it, even though I know that when I read my lists and I know that they're mine, I would still prefer to be written your lists. So, because it's the app talking to me and not me reading from the app. I don't know, I like to have that sense that the app is talking, not talking. I normally use your. Yeah, I think I'm also gonna keep it with your. Oh, also, I was doing this here. That's just a detail. I tend to focus on those. What if instead of this like slider moving around, instead of this moving around, what if it's the other way around? So this thing swipes around. I think it's better, because then you're gonna have a whole, like, because then you can just swipe through it. Whereas, and you can also click, obviously, because clicking is just more natural. Whereas if you do this, if you want to go to something that is all the way over here, you're stuck with clicking on the later one, and then clicking again, and then instead of just swiping through it. Okay, I like this better. Let's just, I'm gonna keep it, but I'm just gonna keep it because I keep way too many things. Oh yeah, but I have to account for the size of the words. Interesting, it might have to adjust. I don't know. Let's see how that plays out. And let's just put something over here. Just put tag. The size of the block could be the same, I mean. Size changes. The center is fixed. Yeah, that might work. Or we can just put it to the actual like size limit. Something like that. Whatever is the size limit with a fine. Okay, let's keep these two here. I actually like this one the most. Just keeps things like more fluid. If you're swiping through the bar instead of just clicking on it. So you have explore in your lists, and here this icon is gonna be this almost black color. Get this doing nothing. I don't know, I feel like there should be more differentiation between the two, because users might get confused, especially if you just swipe down and all of this goes away. No, when you swipe, this stays. I'm just not sure if this should stay. No, I'm receiving a video call. Oh. Don't forget the search bar. Yeah, the search bar is here. So the search bar would be just this. And the search bar, what do you think? I was thinking about the search bar just moving away. So you scroll down and the search bar goes away. Much like what happens on Instagram, I think. Let me quickly check. Instagram. Search. Yeah, when you, oh, it's different on Instagram. So it essentially goes away, but then as soon as you scroll up, it appears. That's an option. Yeah, that I didn't think of that about that at first, but that is totally an option. Let's just say that that's what happens. Okay, so then what would the differentiation be? Because I wanted to keep it as clean as possible, but then also make some differentiation. So what might be a good thing is, like, we have this change in color, we have the text change, the videos are gonna be different, but the categories are gonna be different. Yeah, maybe that's enough. Let's just try to... So I'm just gonna try to change the names here and see what comes up. All lists. Okay, I'm just gonna change the font of all of this because of the fucking problem. Helvetica New. Medium. Okay. Wait, how do you get to your lists? I didn't think of that. Okay, the icon needs to stay. The icon has a reason. Nope. It could be on your profile, but then that would require like an extra thing. Doesn't make sense to change the other title. Because now we only have the scroll view with the list names. What do you mean the scroll view with the list names? The icon could go up, but just leave the other title explore. Yeah, I was thinking that it makes sense to change the other. Like whenever you change pages, actually. So you change the thing in the to all lists, design, sports, go up. Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. That's what I'm thinking of doing. So when you scroll up, this is essentially how you scroll, like this. And if you're on... Oh wait, but then it should say the name of the list. So if you're on design, it should just say design. And then go up. The horizontal scroll with the list. Oh, okay. Your lists. The icon could go up, but just leave the header title explore. But I'm still stuck on your question of the how you reach my page, my lists, because that's just something dumb I really didn't think about. Yeah, that's the only way to visit the lists. I just made a stupid mistake. Okay, so the icon stays for now. It's back from the death. Where is it? It's here. You click design and the videos change. Yes, when you click design, the videos change. I'm just gonna focus on the icon thing now. Because this is essentially the problem. It's gonna be the problem that I had in the beginning. Which is that the icon needs to stay. Doesn't look too bad. Let's just say on your lists, this is what would happen if it was like this. Oh. Yeah, I don't like the other part. It's just too cluttered. But then again, the bottom part looks smooth AF. That's what I was going for. Yeah, I'll need to think deeper about this. Because we might be back to almost just the basic problem of where to put the icons. One thing for sure is that navigations are getting really messy. Yeah, it is. One good thing about the titles is that we only have two titles for now here, Explore and Your List, so we can control their size. That's good. They're not adaptable. Because if we make this adaptable to the name of the list, then that's gonna be messy. Again, font things. Back to square one. Let's just delete this. And these are just way too many icons to be here. So this needs to go on the bottom again. I was feeling like we were making so much progression. And all of a sudden it's like, nope. Nope, what you're doing is wrong. This is why I like doing it on stream. People can just call me out on my stupid mistakes. And that's good, because I'm not wasting time. Yeah, navigation looks perfect like this. Just okay, let's just make this a one screen app. Okay, this is one screen from now on. This is the app. I hope you enjoy. See you next stream. No, kidding. But I'm actually gonna need to wrap this up soon because I've been going for 1 hour and a half. 1 hour 40. And I'm honestly getting nowhere with this navigation thing. I'm gonna need more time. Sent back. What music is this? What's happening? Depressing Japanese music. Okay, this is kind of a stupid idea, but I'm gonna test it on the phone regardless. It might look good. Figma. This stream is sponsored by Figma. If you want to get Figma things, hit me up. No, I mean, this just looks like the thing that I was trying to avoid to do. You think this is dope? Really? Because I'm like, this is really similar to the thing I was avoiding to do. Just this. So I don't know it. I'm just gonna change the position again to test it better on the phone. That one has the white border. It feels different because of the border. Yeah, I can see that happening. Okay, wait, this actually looks promising. I'm just looking at it on the phone. I'm gonna show it to you again in a while. So you're telling me I went through this whole process and I only needed to take the border. Jesus. The Jesus. I actually had other ideas, so it was a good process, good process. Okay, I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. So this is why I love iteration. Okay, I'm again gonna do the zoom thing. I don't know how other streamers share their phones, if they ever do, but I'll need to look into that because this doesn't work. Or maybe it does because I'm actually holding it and you can see the proportions. I think this actually looks kind of good. Maybe switch this and this icon. No, that your list is more important than this one, so I'll keep it this way. Yeah, it's something, and the button is big. And you can swipe through it. Okay, I'll need to add things to swipe. I think it kind of works. Yeah. Yeah, I might just wrap the stream now and with this navigation. So Today I did an overview of the app. So if someone ever asks what Hunchat is, and you want to give them a really complicated, unprepared, broad view of what it is, send them to this stream. It's going to be on YouTube. Send them fast because it's going to get taken down by copyright. And yeah, I edited this. We added the description. I think it's a good idea. I didn't change any of this. And we reached a point that looks decent on the navigation. And we had other ideas regarding this navigation thing. So that's good. I'm glad it's all recorded. Okay, thank you for hanging out here. Thank you for commenting and viewing it and taking 1 hour 40 of your life to listen to me. I really appreciate it. See you in the next stream. See ya. And now I'm gonna put one of those ending soon. No, it's not ending. Does this say ending soon? I want just ending. Yeah, this, nope. Yeah, the stream is ending. And now I'm gonna put the music louder like a real professional. So, louder music. You're gonna stop hearing me. See you later.